Okay, so I just came across these agent skills for Obsidian, and it's wild how they integrate with different AI tools.
Right? I was surprised to see how they can enhance productivity not just through Obsidian, but across various platforms.
Exactly, I mean, the way you can install these skills is super straightforward. Just a couple of commands and you're set.
I know, it's like they made it so anyone can jump in without having a technical background. But it does raise questions about accessibility.
That's a good point. I mean, what about those who might not be tech savvy? Can they really take full advantage of these features?
True, and while the commands seem simple, I wonder how many people actually understand what each skill does before installing.
Right? Like, do they realize that they're adding these skills to their workflow without knowing how they function?
Exactly. There's definitely a learning curve, and if someone installs too many at once, it could get overwhelming.
Speaking of overwhelming, I found out that you can create and edit various files like Markdown, Bases, and JSON Canvas. That's pretty versatile.
Yeah, but that versatility is a double-edged sword. It could be great for power users but confusing for newcomers.
Totally, it's like giving someone a Swiss Army knife without showing them how to open it.
Haha, exactly. And the documentation is crucial. I mean, if it's not clear, it's easy to get lost.
For sure, I was looking at the installation methods like using Git. It's awesome, but again, not everyone knows Git.
Yeah, and that's where the balance between power and usability comes into play. It's fascinating but a bit elitist.
Good observation. It makes me think about who these tools are really for. Are they aimed at experts or everyday users?
That's a tough one. They market it as for everyone, but the underlying complexity might deter some.
Exactly, and what about the Codex CLI integration? That feels like a leap for a lot of users.
Right, while it opens up advanced interactions, it could alienate those who just want a simple note-taking app.
I wonder if there's a way to simplify those advanced features without dumbing them down.
Like a guided tour, showing users what they can do step by step could be really effective.
That would be ideal. A gradual approach to learning those skills could totally boost user engagement.
For sure, also think about how these skills could integrate with daily tasks. It could save so much time.
Absolutely. Imagine automating repetitive tasks with just a few commands. That's a game changer.
But then we have to consider the trade-off. Does automation remove the personal touch from note-taking?
That's a valid concern. Sometimes the process of manually taking notes is just as valuable as the notes themselves.
Exactly. Finding that balance between automation and personalization is key. It's really a philosophical question, isn't it?
It really is, and what about the skill for extracting clean markdown from web pages? That's super useful for researchers.
Definitely, but I wonder how accurately it can remove clutter. Sometimes the algorithm might miss important context.
Right? Context is everything. If it strips too much away, you might lose the essence of what you found.
So true. And what if someone relied on that too much and didn't verify their sources? Just a slippery slope.
That's a big issue in the digital age. We have to be critical of the tools we use, even those that seem helpful.
Exactly. It's like we have to keep our critical thinking hats on at all times.
Totally, I think these agent skills can be amazing, but they come with responsibilities for the user.
Right. It's about leveraging technology without losing our own intellectual autonomy.
So in a way, this conversation has opened up more questions than answers, hasn't it?
Absolutely. And that's what makes it so intriguing. There's always more to explore in tech.
For sure, and I think our listeners should definitely think critically about how they use these tools.
Definitely. So, what do you think is the biggest takeaway from all of this?
I'd say it's the balance between capability and usability and how we engage with technology.
Perfectly put. It's an ongoing journey of discovery and reflection. Let's keep questioning.